Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney and today I'm sharing a subcategory of my tops for my summer capsule wardrobe. All right, let's dig in. So like I've mentioned many times before, I am currently putting together a wardrobe following the Summer Capsule Wardrobe from YourEverydayStyle.com. I have purchased that with my own money and I use it as, I mean, she's got links and stuff and outfits that she's put together and it's pretty wonderful. But I've used those links as, sorry, it's summer, my kids are home. That was really loud walking above me. I don't know why my kids walk like giants, but stomping above me. Anyway, oh, and there's Gidget. It's like Grand Central Station here. Anyway, I use her links as inspiration for patterns and stuff that I want to sew. And actually, if you purchase the Summer Capsule Wardrobe, there is access to a Facebook group for people that have bought that. And she's made a little section for seamstresses over there on that Facebook page so we can all talk about patterns and share things that we've made without bombarding those that don't sew or aren't interested in sewing and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I've had a lot of fun so far with that. And one of the things that she puts in all of her capsules are, she calls them BB tops, and those are Beyond Basic is the BB. Would you like up here? I'm just being stared at. We just got back from Michigan from being gone for a few days and she had to go to the borders, and so she is been really stuck to my side since we're home now. Sweet thing. Okay, so the BB are Beyond Basic knit tops, and her definition of that, and she talks about this on her podcast as well, is just any kind of a knit top that has a little something extra special. So I'm wearing a Cashmerette Concord actually, and I'll show you guys, not seen this top yet. This is the hacked neckline that I used a different neckline for it, and this one, let's see, it's the same shirt that I made, my striped shirt that I made for my spring capsule, except that I put the cuffs on this one. I'll talk more about this in detail. And then I have done a facing on the inside of the neck as opposed to just turning it under and cover stitching it. It is cover stitched down, but there's a facing with some interfacing because my striped shirt, that neckline is starting to just lose its shape a little bit. It's just kind of rolling. It doesn't look as great, but I'm very happy with the necklines of the shirts that I'm getting ready to show you, and so I kind of copied that. But again, I'll talk about this would be considered not a Beyond Basic. This is just a standard knit top, so like a t-shirt. You know, your standard necklines and that kind of thing, you know, standard sleeves, you know, that sort of thing. So the Beyond Basic are something that takes it a little bit beyond. So maybe a neat sleeve, maybe a little ruffle somewhere, a different shape, and she'll put in there, you know, a Beyond Basic in one of the capsule colors, which is CC. So for me, I'll put right here, these are the colors that I'm working with. I've changed her color palette that she put up for the summer wardrobe, but this is the color palette that I'm working from. And, you know, the navy and the white are my neutrals for the palette. And then the, well, I guess the brown kind of is a neutral too, but I'm using it more as an accent, kind of that pecan color. The mustard, the red, and the light blue are all kind of my capsule colors. So, and I'm not really white, I'm more like of a cream color, but anyway. That's the colors that I'm working with right now. So I went through, I like to go through all of her links that she put and get a lot of inspiration from different shops and what I really enjoy and think might be fun. And a lot of times like patterns will just jump out at me when I'm looking at things from ready to wear, and that's what's happened in quite a few of these. So I'm not gonna show inspiration pictures only because the links that you can look through, that's part of what you're paying for, or a large part of what you're paying for when you buy the Summer Capsule Wardrobe. So, you know, I don't wanna give away stuff, you know, I have purchased it with my own money. So if you are interested, I will leave a link down below. You can still buy the Summer Capsule. And I've just found it super helpful. You know, you put all this time into sewing our own wardrobes, and it's really just been the missing link to really bring my wardrobe together. Okay, so I have 4 Beyond Basic knit tops that I want to show you in my color palette here that I've chosen. So yeah, let's get started. All right. So 2 of these you've seen before and 2 of them are new to you. I'm also going to talk, today is Friday, and as you know, I'm a Love Notions ambassador, and the pattern for today is La Bella Donna top for ladies. And is there one for kids? Usually if it's a pattern that comes in ladies sizes and kids sizes, like if it's a similar pattern, or sometimes it's even in, you know, men's sizes as well, it'll be all of those for that same pattern will be released at once. But I don't know if the La Bella Donna has a kid size or not. Anyway, that is what is on sale for today. It's the $5 Feature Friday, and I've sewn one up. It's one of my Beyond Basic tops, and we'll dig into that in just a second. All right, so one you've already seen. This is my Maritime Knit top from Liesl & Co. I made this for my spring capsule. It's made in a cotton modal knit. I will, I think all of the fabrics, all except for my Glenelly, are available, and I'll leave another fabric you could use for the Glenelly if you're interested. But this is a cotton modal fabric. I got it from Style Maker Fabrics back in the spring. This is the neckline that I kind of copied, or the finishing I copied for this Cashmerette Concord, because it's a nice wide boat neckline, but it has a nice scoop. Honestly, I did not use the neckline for this shirt. This is actually the Edie top by Sew Over It, whose neckline I just traced onto the Cashmerette Concord, but you could easily use this neckline as well. So the Maritime has this beautiful facing that does get interfaced and then it gets stitched down. The neckline is wide enough that it doesn't have to stretch because it goes over your head easily, and I'm finding the same with this as well. So you can use a straight stitch to top stitch it down. It makes it very easy. And then the interfacing, I just used the Perfect Fuse sheer from Palmer and Pledge, which is one of my favorite interfacings. The pattern has a a drop sleeve, and it comes with a short version or a longer sleeve version. I've made the longer sleeve version in a merino wool back for Sew the Look in January. Loved the neckline so much that I made this top, and I wear this all the time. I think I shortened the body by 1 inch. It's just such a great staple, and I love this, like, it's apricot's the color of the knit, but it reads a little bit mustardy to me, so that's why it went into my summer capsule as well. I also had a request. I have in the description box, it's now part of all description boxes going forward. I mean, it's been there for a few weeks now, but I'm putting all of my measurements down there at the very bottom of the description box if you're interested. And I'm gonna start putting, you know, when I do links to the patterns, I'm gonna write what size I made as well. I just had some requests for that on what my measurements are and what sizes I made. So that's all down in the description box if you're interested. My measurements are at the very bottom, and then within each pattern, I'll list the title of the pattern before the link, and I'll write what size I made in mine. So this is the size 10, yeah, in that pattern. And you guys have seen this, but I'll put footage of me in it as well, wearing it with my new bottoms. All right, the second top that you guys have already seen and probably are sick of hearing about because I've been talking about it ad nauseum is the Itch to Stitch Glenelly. Love this so much. I used, this is also a cotton modal spandex knit. The other one was also cotton modal spandex blend. It's just a really great t-shirt fabric. I found that cotton spandex is like my favorite for most t-shirts. That's what this one is. But yeah, I'm liking the modal. It gives just a little bit of drape, but still keeps it shaped like a cotton does. Anyway, love this. I mean, is there much I need to say about the Glenelly? This fabric's no longer available, but I will leave down below a similar fabric if you're interested. I know I'd had some questions on where I found my cotton modal blend because people were having a hard time finding, or a couple people finding one with the correct percentage of stretch, so I'll leave it down below. Love this top. It's in this beautiful red, like tomatoey red. This was a remnant from a fabric piece that I'd made something else out of, but that's why it's no longer available. But I made the size 8 with the full bust front. This pattern comes with a standard bust front and a full bust front. I made the full bust front. Beautiful raglan sleeve. It's mostly the neckline. This also kind of fits into a square neckline top category as well. This is my square neckline top for my capsule. I may make a couple others. I just really like the square neckline. Just like to wear that. So I may make a couple others just for fun, but for the actual capsule, that's what this is. And it's also a Beyond Basic knit top because it's got the different little neckline. All right, now these two are ones you've not seen. So after all the talk about, you know, I don't really like viscose knit for t-shirts. It's all about the pattern, really. I was looking through links, and there was one particular link for a Beyond Basic top that looked like the Love Notions Forte completely, and I've been meaning to make up this pattern for ages. So this pattern has, like all Love Notions patterns, a ton of variations, some different neckline variations, sleeve variations, there's a dress, there's kind of this really cool, like, Empire waistline that you can choose, or just a regular top or tunic, which is what I did for this one. This one read most like the inspiration picture. But what makes this a beyond basic is this beautiful little flutter piece that goes on the bottom of the sleeve. It's got this gorgeous scoop neck, and I have used a viscose jersey on this. This is from Minerva. So it's their luxury viscose knit. It is so good. It reminds me a lot of Emma One Sock's rayon jersey that was it feels very similar, like the same stuff pretty much. I don't know if it is or not, but it does feel very similar, which was definitely my favorite jersey. I was just ordering other stuff from Minerva, so I grabbed this from them as well. It's in a cream, I think is the color. Winter white, maybe. It's not white, but I think I mentioned my Cashmerette white t-shirt. I got some foundation on, having a hard time getting it out. Got tons of recommendations on that though, so I'm gonna be trying those. But yeah, I just wanted something a little bit drapier. I feel like with this shirt, this pattern, you need a little bit of drape just because with the flounce on the sleeve, and just the nature of the t-shirt, it's a looser fitting t-shirt. In order for me to not look really boxy, I wanted to do the viscose. And so that's why I chose the viscose knit for this one, and I am really pleased with how it turned out. I shortened the body by 1 inch. Viscose knit tends to grow, so I definitely wanted to shorten the body a little bit just to help with that. I don't know why the neckline's folding in. It sits really flat on my body. And yeah, it just ticked all the boxes. And I think doing a little half tuck with this and all of my elastic waist shorts is perfection for summer. And viscose knit is very comfortable to wear in the summertime. So there is this one. I really love this. That's a new one. That one that just got made up. Okay, and then finally, I also don't have a tag in that one, do I? Finally, I have made up La Bella Donna. Again, this comes in a ton of variations. Actually, the shirt that Kira's wearing on the front of the page where she did a really cool graphic on the front is gorgeous. But I was actually, when they re-released the new sizing and they retested it, I was one of the testers for this, and I made kind of a sporty one with a hood. But then when I was going through the links again, I saw a shirt that was penned in length in one of the capsule colors that she had chosen, which was the olive green, and I substituted olive green for brown. And so I grabbed, it's actually the same fabric that this shirt is in, just in a different color, and I think this is called Soft Biscuit. But I made the version, it's just a grown-on sleeve, it's so easy to make, and I've made this in a cotton jersey, and I'm going to be honest, the jury is still a little out. Now this one would be one that would definitely benefit from a viscose jersey, but I wanted something a little bit more structured, just to add, I just wanted to play around with that and really make it a beyond basic. It does have a faced neckline on that, or does it? No, I made a face neckline on this. The pattern does not come with a facing. The pattern has you either drafting a band or just turning, serging and turning it under and cover stitching it down or sewing it down. But this is a nice wide neckline, and I actually just drafted a facing. And what I did on, actually this shirt and this one, is I just traced the neckline off and then did 1 3/8 inches down, because there's a 3/8 of an inch seam allowance. So it would be a finished 1 inch little facing. And I just drew and then just followed the neckline around to draw my front and back facings. And then I just, sewed those at the, they both got cut on the fold, just like the front and back. And then I sewed them at the shoulder seams and then sewed, turned them under, and then I actually cover stitched it down. But you could straight stitch it down as well. And then I did the version with the shorter sleeves with the little cuffs on it, just for something kind of different. And I shortened the body of this also by 1 inch. You can do a little half tuck. This one is a little softer brown than what is actually in my capsule, but I think it works just fine. It's a nice neutral. So, and this is the pattern, this is the La Bella Donna, so it is on sale for $5 today. It's the Feature Friday pattern, so definitely go grab that if you're interested, but today only. So July 7th, 2021, it is $5 just today, and tomorrow it's not. So that's how the Friday feature patterns work with Love Notions, but this one is $5 today. And I made the size medium with the full bust front. Again, this is just a front and a back, a sleeve band, and that's it. It's sewed up so quickly. And it has a beautiful little curved hem down here that I used my cover stitch on. So yeah, I thought that was just a fun, something different that I could tuck into shorts. And if I can get my fluctuating waistline under control. The allergies have just really kicked in and just making that go all haywire. Elastic is my best friend right now, but that would be really cute, and a pair of high-waisted shorts. I think tucked in, and then, you know, have the volume up at the top. I think that'd be really cute. Gosh, my jeans, my Megan Nielsen Dawn jeans that I made in the spring, it'd be really cute tucked in. Anyway, yeah, a very good pattern and a super easy make as well. So there you have it. Those are the 4 knit tops that are my Beyond Basic knit tops. Now I have a couple of just regular knit tops that'll be going into my capsule. You know, just they're Concord, Cashmerette Concords, actually, all of them. I take that back. I have one tank that is not. It is the, is it the Lago or the Largo? It's the free pattern from Itch to Stitch. I finally made that up. Very happy with it. It's in the same fabric as my Forte, but anyway, I will be showing you guys my standard knit tops soon, and then we'll do a video on my woven tops. So yeah, and I still have a few bottoms to show you. My Closet Core pattern Pietra bottoms, I'm making 2 of those. I'm gonna make, I haven't yet, but I'm gonna make a pair of Itch to Stitch Liesl shorts that have the elastic in the back. Again, elastic's my best friend. And I'm also making a glissando skirt from Love Notions. So I'm very excited about that one. So still a lot to see, but yeah, we're getting there with the summer capsule. Okay, going forward, I have no idea what we're doing. This summer's been very loosey-goosey with the schedule. I do have a review for you, actually a really fun review on Tuesday that you're gonna be seeing. And I do know what's going to happen next week. And then Friday, we have a re-release of a pattern that I got to be a pattern tester for, being released in the larger size range, and it's a good one. So you definitely want to hit back on Friday. That's a really good one. And then we've got a tutorial. Let's see, Friday, we've got the last of the Monty Sew Along, and then the following week we'll have a tutorial, but I'm not sure what that is quite yet, so stay tuned. All right, guys, that's all I have for today. I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I will see you guys soon. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We've got some fun and exciting stuff going forward. My daughter has asked for her colors to be done for her birthday, which isn't until September, but I think we're gonna go ahead and give her that early. And I'm trying a new person, just something a little bit less expensive, just because she's 14. I mean, I know your colors don't change, and it's still not inexpensive. It's an investment, but yeah, I'm gonna try something a little different. So I'll be taking you guys along on that as well. And my son and I are still working on his shoes and taking that class, so we'll have some taking you along on that journey as well. A lot of making going on here. All right, guys, that's all I have. I hope you have a wonderful weekend and get some sewing in, and I will see you guys on Sunday. Bye.